It seems that the crypto market right now is sending a lot of mixed signals. Bitcoin, for example, is doing okay, but not great. The same, I would say, goes for Solana and meme coins. But most of the rest of the market right now can be characterized as awful. There are, however, a few scarce pockets of decent performers. And so we're going to go rapid fire through 6 projects today, 2 of which we are buying for the first time, 2 of which we're holding and which we're confident about, and 2 of which we're fed up with and that we're selling. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest, whether you follow our strategy or not. I do wish you well. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and that means that this video is not official financial or investment advice. So we've been saying this for a while, but of course, to reiterate, we do really believe that crypto and AI are pretty much made for each other. Eventually, centralized solutions like OpenAI and Claude are going to need independent AI agents to help them grow to make better user experiences for using their AI models. Okay, and by extension, those agents will be digital native. Soon, we're going to be in the place where 2 AI agents will be interacting with each other on behalf of a buyer or a seller. And that's just one example. And when that happens, ask yourself, do you think they're going to request or wait for a payment from ACH, SEPA, SEPA, or SWIFT as payment for their services? They won't. Crypto as the digital payment rail is the answer to paying AI agents quickly, easily, and digitally. So our first pick is in AI, and that's ASA. ASA's FET, F-E-T token is the merge between 3 existing projects that we've been longtime devotees of: Fetch.ai, Singularity.net, and Ocean Protocol. And the idea here is that these 3 projects can work better together as the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance than they otherwise could separately, or in looser partnerships, for example. Merge stuff between the 3 projects is still ongoing, and that's where your opportunity is, because the token part of the merger is already taken care of, and the price is down 32% in the last 30 days, and lower than the initial merge token price of $1.26. The price, as I record, sits at about 87 cents. And at this current price, the value of all 3 of these together is actually less than what the value of Fetch.ai was worth before the merger. That means there's some great value here for a leading AI project. So that was AI. Then our second selection that we're picking up today is in the RWA sector, real world assets. This represents the tokenization of assets. And as an industry, really, this is just starting out and it's going to explode in a matter of time. Not all that much time, though, to be honest. It's a question of when. It's not a question of if. And that's because big money is coming into the sector, but they don't have the Web3 native platforms to list, buy, or sell, let alone create these digital assets. And that's exactly the edge that existing RWA platforms can offer. So our pick here is Polytrade, ticker TRADE, with a market cap that's below $22 million. It's actually down about 60% in the last 3 months, so that's something that you should be aware of. Yes, there is risk associated with this project, but we see this as an opportunity. Polytrade is an asset tokenizing marketplace. So you can list your asset for sale as well as buy and trade here. You can also use the marketplace to create your own unique tokenized asset. These guys are also the creators of the RWA-friendly ERC6960 token standard. And basically that allows for fractional assets, which of course are vital for high-value assets like real estate. So those are the 2 picks for the purposes of this video, ASA and Polytrade, but there are certainly a lot of great AI and RWA projects out there. If there's another one that we have not mentioned just now, then let me know what it is in the comments below. Okay, so like I said, we're buying 2 projects, we're holding 2, and we're selling 2. And our 2 holds are probably not going to surprise anyone here, with the possible exception that we don't have them on our buy list. Very simply, we're holding the top 2 projects in the industry, those being Bitcoin and Ethereum. We expect both to do well. The question really becomes, will they do as well as those projects in the hot narratives, so the RWAs and the AI kind of sectors? The answer to that is probably not easy. BTC and ETH are going to beat most projects in the market. That includes many in AI, in RWA, in DePIN. But the best in those specific areas are the ones in positions to do a 50x. And to put that in perspective, for Bitcoin to do a 50x, it's sitting at just below $60,000 right now as I record. Let's call it 60K even for the sake of illustration. A 50x from here would mean $3 million per coin. It would also mean a $55 trillion market cap. That is possible over time, yes, but in this upcoming market cycle, no, I'm going to be realistic and say that that's not possible. And when it comes to Ethereum, it's a similar story here. For ETH, that 50x would be about 130,000 per Ether and a market value of $15 trillion. In this market cycle, that is simply not happening. Someday, sure, but not in this cycle. Now, Bitcoin is down slightly over the last 3 months, but it's up a good 100% over the course of the last year. People tend to forget. That places Bitcoin near the top of all projects that aren't meme coins. BTC is also near the top of all blue chip projects, and so Bitcoin is doing well when measured amongst the best of the best. But that huge explosion of 50x, 100x, possibly more, that's not coming to Bitcoin anytime soon. Never financial advice, but as I see it, if you hold either BTC or ETH, you should continue to hold it strategically and add to your positions whenever you can by dollar cost averaging. According to data from Token Terminal, NFT marketplace X2Y2 has only about 575 active monthly users in the last month. This is in contrast to the top two marketplaces for NFTs, OpenSea and Blur, who have 18,000 and 43,000 visitors in that same period of time, the last 30 days. Also, remember that monthly users can and do include anyone who just signs in once in that particular month. So the number of NFT traders using it is declining. By the numbers and objectively speaking, therefore, this means X2Y2 is at best a dying marketplace. And the fact is it could be dead already. There are better places to put your money. It's also declined about 71% in the last year and 23% in the last 30 days. The decline doesn't seem to be stopping, unfortunately. Now, our second sell option today falls into the so-called dead chain category. And I can be honest with you in saying that a few of us at Altcoin Buzz here do like this project and have been rooting for the chain to do well, but it just doesn't seem to have enough adoption. The project in question is Tezos. Token Terminal reports that Tezos is on pace for a fourth consecutive month of $2,500 in fees or less. Even with its low gas fees, this is a clear sign that people are just not using this chain. The chain is losing on average between $2 million and $4 million per month. The combination of their treasury and community loyalty, as shown by 65% of all XTZ is staked, are really the only two things that are saving it right now, that are keeping it afloat. Like anything, it could come back, but we just don't think that you should consider putting it on your radar until there are more clear signs of a growing user base and fees and revenue to support the chain. We genuinely hope they get back on track eventually, but for now, this is a project that we have no choice but to sell.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.